Hello guys, as I promised you, I prepared a value betting service. You can see it over here. It says service test period. It is based primarily on the features that are part of the advanced stats of this one, plus some extra features like the ranking of each of the 5 previous opponents, etc. For this model, I used many different classifiers to predict the margin. If we go to the service test period, you can see it here to predict the margin and the total of each match. The total is over here. The best classifier at the moment is XG Boost, but this is an ongoing process, so it always verifies itself, and we keep searching for the best. So each week, we have the best classifier always there. Then I used another set of classifiers to judge the profitability of the best model, and the one that came on top at the moment is K nearest neighbors. So if I make it a bit bigger and we check what this Google Sheet gives us, it gives us, as before, the date, the time, and the sport, the country, the league, and the home and away teams. Then, from, as I talked to you before, from XG Boost, it gives us the margin of the match. So if this is positive, it means that Real Madrid is going to win by 15.95 points. If it's negative, that means the Bilbao is going to win. The line is exactly as it is in our bookmaker, and here W line and W total, those two, is the second classifier, the second algorithm that judges the profitability of the first algo, and it gives us a percentage of how profitable this is going to be. So from the training, those I've set those filters, not me, but I mean it does automatically, and what I want is like to have over 60% hit rate, and the filters are automatically adjusted. So every week those are going to be changed probably in order to have the profitability that we want. So if you check here, after so the software judges each match, and according to certain criteria, it tells us to pick or not, and what to pick. So here you can see that the column that says pick, let's go to this Real Madrid Bilbao over here. It says pick the under 165.5 points. So you have to go to your bookmaker. If it's 166, you pick it. If it's 106, so if it's bigger than that, you can still make the pick. And of course, you need to have from 1.60 to 2 point whatever. So you have to have a minimum, because this is supposed to find the line and the total that the bookmakers give you. So it should be close to 185, 190. So if you see that, let's go a bit above. This is pick under 3.5 goals. This is pick away. So the away team over here, it says that this is pick away plus 0.5. That means that if it's a draw, the away team wins, because it has already an advantage of 0.5 goals. The same thing for the home team. If it says pick the home by 0 plus 0.5 goals, that means that if it's a draw or the home team wins, we win the bet. It can be pick home minus 0.5. That means that if it's a draw, we lose the bet, because it's always it's like it deducts 0.5 from the goals of the home team. The same thing if it's pick away minus 5. That means the away team needs to win by more than 0.5 goals. So it's pretty easy to understand. I don't think this exact pick, you can find it in every bookmaker. So in your bookmaker, if you go to this match, Shenzhen Sichuan, you will see that they say pick home minus 12.5, or if it's away, it will say pick away plus 12 or minus whatever. So you will always see that, and you go to your bookmaker and see uh, and judge if you play it or not. So I've separated here, as you can see. Um, we will keep it every week. We will keep um, some scores, the hit rate, the wins, the losses of this seat. So up to now, we've been using it, we've been testing it for 8 days. You can see here. It started last Sunday, the 5th of March, and it produced $355 or euros or whatever you want to say. If you have a bankroll of 1,000, you started with a bankroll of 1,000 euros, dollars, or whatever, and if you bet 2%, like your unit is going to be 2%. So I have as a unit 20 dollars, euros, or whatever, 20 units. So my units is like 2% all the time. It can be 1% if you have a very big bankroll. For this experiment, for this service, we will keep it as 2%. So with 2% betting in each match, we accumulated like 35.54% return on investment. So this is really, really big, because if you think that the professional bettors, they aim for 5 to 10% per month. Already in 8 days we have 35%. Let's see how it continues, but I mean, it's not going to be that profitable. This is like really profitable. We're in the good variance of it probably, but I mean, at the end of the month it should be, as it goes, 50%. And this, I mean, it's like the first week, so and the data that we have are not that much for training. So the more the data, I think the better it will be. So what is the plan for now? I think the plan should be like, we should test it for, I've been testing it for 8 days. It will be like, I will test it for a month. Then I think you can all, I will tell you when that you can all start and using it right now. But I mean, I will just give you the confirmation that okay, after 30 days we can use it. So it will be like for, after that, for 2 months, that will be free. And then depending of how many you use it, it's probably going to be like a paid service. I know that many of you already donate to me, and I see the winning tickets, the profits that you have, so I'm really glad about it. But it depends on how many you use it, what are the donation, and generally the plan is to just keep it for free as long as possible. And here you can see, for now we have 231 bets. We have 139 wins, 92 losses, 75 active bets for today, Sunday. Generally, we say that the software gives us around 28 matches, bets per day. But in reality, there are like 20 or 15 matches per weekdays, and like 80 to 100 matches on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. And then if you see here, we have the hit rate, which is like wins divided to the bets, so it's 60%. According to the training, we should have something like 61%. I don't know if it's accurate, but it should be around 60, 61, so it should be over 60. This is what we're aiming. And the odds generally should be around 180, 181, 185. This is what we're aiming for, so it's around 55. So if we have 56, 57, above 57, like 2% value, it's going to be a winning algorithm. For now we have 5%, which is huge. Okay, and you can see here the stakes that are made up to now, 9,240, and the profit is 355. So the division of it, profit to stakes, it's the yield that I call yield. Some people call it return on investment, yeah, but for me this is the yield. And then in order to be able to judge the system, where it doesn't go according to the training or generally, I separate it into soccer, basketball, and hockey that hasn't started yet for me because the training data are not enough. But it will probably, after a month, be populated also with matches. So the soccer you can see here, it has the software gave us 171 bets, 101 wins, 70 losses, 64 active bets, 59% hit rate. The yield is 4.80, more than the general, and the average odds are 1.8. So you can see that the value here is 3.61. But if we go a bit deeper on that, you can see that for soccer, we attack both the line and the total. So it's like two different bets. Not in each match. So in each match we pick either we bet on the line or the total. But you can see here that we don't go for money lines. We go for the lines and the total because this is what most of you wanted to do. This is what you asked me for. That's why I created this soccer line and total. But in the future, I mean, depending on how many you want and what you actually want, I can just we can make an extra algo with the same data, then attacking the money line. Anyway, you can see here that the soccer line. So if it's like win by 0.5, win by 2 or whatever, we have 57 bets, 28 winning bets, 29 losing bets, and 30 active bets. It's, at the moment is 49% hit rate. Really, really low according to the training. According to the training, we should have 59%, like 10% less. But you can see here the odds are bigger. It's not 1.8, it's 1.9, and the value up to now is minus 3%. So we need to improve it. If now the sample is really small, it's 57 bets, but if the sample reaches like 250 bets and it's still like minus, so we probably need to stop taking in consideration those soccer line bets and either readjust our algorithm, or that means that our algorithm cannot hit and we need to just neglect the picks generally. But I'm pretty confident that it will be positive as well. Then for the soccer, for the total, it looks really, really good. We have 64% hit rate, and the value here is 7%. Really, really huge. We think that we'll have something like 3% for everything over here. And you can see here for the basketball, basketball goes much better, but the sample is not that big for now. We have 63.33%, while the average odds are like 1.83, and we have 8.81 value up to now. Both basketball line and the total are here. The total you can see small sample, but like 13%. It seems that it is something that is going to work, and actually it's working really good. Here on the right you can see that we will have the start date and the end date, so this will be the total days that the service is running. Here will be like the last 30 days. Here we don't have 30 days yet, so this is wrong, but after the 30 days it will be always the last 30 days, so we can judge the last month how the system works, and here will be like the last week. So probably every week I will make a video discussing about the picks and how is it going with the software, and then I can show you my Excel file. So if we go to the balance sheet, you will see that right now it's 8 days working. So we started on Sunday with 5% raise of our bankroll, and you can see like it's green over here. It was 52 euros, or 52 units, let's say. So then you could see on Monday over here we had only 6 bets, and we had 4 wins and 6 losses and 2 losses. So it was 66%, 1.27% raise of the bankroll. Then on Tuesday we had 3 wins and 3 losses, 50%. So the bankroll went down. On Wednesday the same, went down like almost 3%. But then we had on Thursday 10 out of 10, 10 wins in 10 matches. That took our bankroll up like 15 units, 15.59. You can see it over here. Then the same thing happened on Friday, 10 wins and 5 losses, 66%, 6.46% raise of the bankroll. On Saturday, yesterday, we had 55%, so it was like minus 22%. One of the losing days. And today, up to the time that I'm making the video, we have 13 wins and 5 losses, and we have 75 matches active. And you can see here that we're already 8.22% the raise of the bankroll, but you can see here that it's 103 euros, dollars, or whatever. It's not 10% because it calculates from the previous bankroll, the bankroll of the previous day. That's why it's not 10%. But in reality, it's, you can see here the profit. This is the important thing, and it's always good to check here if it's like positive or negative. But this is by using the same stake on each bet. You can also use like a percentage of each bet. So we can go here, percentage of the bankroll. You can see this 2% of the bankroll is 27 right now, but I'm still using 20. You can always follow this 2%, and if you have a profitable algorithm, the profits will be always more. If you're not profitable for some days, this you will lose more. For now, we'll keep it like the same 20, and we'll see how it goes. If we go back to the Excel file, we will always go to this. We will see here that we have 5 winning days and 3 losing days, so we will always keep track of that. And then if we go to portfolio here, you will see the bankroll. It started from 1,000, right now is 1,355, and here are the matches that haven't been played yet. That's why it goes down. Here you will see the leagues. Here, this is where we can make the analysis every week. It will be like the group, the league that we're playing. If it's which country it is, which sport, how many bets, what are the winning bets, what is the hit rate, what is the yield, what is the average odds, and how many stakes, what is the profit. So right now I have it ordered by the profit. You can see the value of it, and you can see here that from Turkey, the soccer league-wide group, it's the most profitable up to now. Then the NBA, we have 4 out of 5 matches win. You can see here 58 units win. Like this, we have value 28%. And if we go a bit lower, you can see we have like the negative ones. Up to now, the worst league for us, it's the basketball in Switzerland, SB League. We have 0 out of 4 matches. Then is the National League in England, 0 out of 3. Taiwan basketball, 0 out of 2. You can see here. But anyway, the matches are very few right now. So after a month, I think we will be able to judge 100% how it goes. One more thing is that this is the profitability R, so it's like this line. I try to connect what happens. So we need this to be. This is not correct right now because it's this one, but it should be like around 0.9. So it will be a good straight line, profitable line. So how you can use this? So you can come every day here in the morning. You will see that this one will be populated with matches. It will be active. Of course, it will be 20 as a stake. It will be here the current bank. And if you go here on the right, you will see what type of pick you can do. And then you'll be able also to click in here and visit Bet Explorer in order to check the match. So you'll be able to come here, see the pick, make the pick, and here the bet odds. You can check your own bookmaker what the odds are and follow them, or after some time, probably later at night, I will be back here populating it with odds from my bookmaker or from the best bookmaker I can find, and it will be like if it's a win or a loss. So sometimes, as I write here, if a match is cancelled or postponed, it will be removed from the list. So the IDs will be different, but only because of that, not for any other reason. So if the match is not postponed or I don't have information for the match, only and only then it's going to be removed from the list. So that's it. Is pretty easy and self-explanatory. I hope you understand. I'm willing to answer to all your questions, and in the next weeks we'll speak more about it. One more thing is that I would like also to thank you for your donations. I'm really happy that you're profitable, and accept the donations when you're profitable. This is really important. If you're not profitable, don't do it. So good luck for this week. I think you can just hop in and start betting according to that. Good luck.